We Predacons forbid you to watch this video if you are under the age of 13. That means you must click the box and exit the video. Yes. But if you continue to watch, it shall avail you not. No. For now the power gauntlet has been cast. Predacons, terrorize!
Interesting.
Interesting? Optimus, the word is spot on smooth.
Alright guys, let's dig down into this review, shall we? So as you can see, we're taking a look at the robot enhanced design Red Cheetor. Now this is a bit of an oddball type of review for me because I hardly ever look at packaging, although I have been looking at it a lot more recently. But I really wanted to go over the box with you guys just to show you just how reminiscent this is of old Beast Wars packaging, right? Like you've got, this facial expression looks nothing like Cheetor from the cartoon. It reminds me more so of the Beast Wars packaging art, like I said. So you get this really cool Cheetor design, very menacing looking. It does wrap around. You do get this peel off type of effect off the coloring here, just kind of peeling off the legs and the cheetah limbs and all this other stuff right here. So very cool packaging artwork right here. You do have the Beast Wars logo, Cheetor, the Maximal logo, all that good crazy stuff. Transformers, red logo, stuff like that. And the back of the box right there shows you guys, I mean, all the stances, I guess, that you can do with them or whatever. And then, so on the side of the box, this right here is where all of his accessories would be, and then obviously right there where the figure would be. That's the box right here in a nutshell. Honestly, like I said, I just really wanted to show you guys the box art. I'm really impressed with the box art on this figure. So now that we got the box out of the way, let's take a look at Cheetor himself. Now, I am going to tell you guys this right off the bat. This guy, this is my first Transformers Red Robot Enhanced Design figure, and he feels like a NECA figure. He feels very, the plastic I wouldn't say feels bad or anything like that, but it does feel more like a NECA figure than it's, say, a Hasbro figure. So it doesn't feel like a Marvel Legends like I would expect. Like I said, it feels like a NECA figure. So take that for what you will, whether it's good, whether it's bad, that's really up to you. But like I said, it's just something that I noticed about the figure itself. It's not necessarily bad to me, but just be forewarned, the reason why I say it feels more like a NECA figure is because they tend to use a softer type of plastic, and I know a lot of people were not happy with the red and the plastic choices that they used. Now, I will say, as you can see, the figure's torso is a little floppy, and if you guys remember back to that Transformers Fan First Friday, Optimus Prime or Megatron, whoever it was really floppy, and they said that they would have that fixed. I don't think they really even looked at it, to be honest with you here. But luckily for Cheetor, he doesn't go back that far, and he doesn't go forward that far. It's just enough to give him some type of heroic pose. Now, I will say, unfortunately, however, mine has a frozen shoulder joint, much like NECA has frozen everywhere joints. It won't go up. I didn't fix it yet because I really wanted to show you guys this, that it is frozen. The other one goes up just perfectly fine. This one, not so much. Now to fix this, you just apply some heat, whether it's a hair dryer, some hot water, whatever, and it should loosen up the joint. But I just wanted to show you guys, like I said, that it is frozen in place. So something to be aware of, just so you guys know. I do think this is interesting though, however. This chest piece can come off altogether, and the back piece, the cheetah limbs, can come off altogether. And there is a lot of detailing here going on. Now, this is stuff that you wouldn't see in the show. That's why I do like it. You know, the cheetah spots and all that stuff, you wouldn't see that in the show because a good majority of it was covered up like that. So I think that's cool. But what's even better is you get some pretty cool detailing here on the chest that you wouldn't normally get with the cheetah head in the way. Now, it is a half a cheetah head. As you can see, it is red eyes. Cheetor did have red eyes on the toy at one point, so I think that's pretty cool. I want to say he had green eyes in the cartoon, though. Not 100%. I don't remember. But yeah, as you can see, it's a really, really cool sculpt and detailing here. Again, that they didn't have to do, but I think it's super cool because for the longest time, you didn't know what Cheetor looked like behind the cheetah head. So there is a lot of cool coloring going on here with the figure as well. You do get the gold paint right here around the face mask. The gold plastic right here. Yes, this is plastic. It's not paint, unfortunately, so only time will tell if GPS starts to sit in with the limbs. This is painted right here, and the side right here is painted as well. Now, he is a lighter shade of blue. I know some people say that the cartoon is a darker blue, but it's really kind of up to interpretation of the cartoon. The cartoon tried to do like this metallic type of look for the figure or for the characters overall. So a lot of times in the shadows or something of the cartoon, it would be like a metallic, like a darker blue, and then in the sunlight it would be a brighter shade of blue. And so I think the blue on the figure really kind of hits the proper shade of blue right here. But yeah, so that's honestly, man, that's the robot mode. And there's a lot of paint going on here too. So like the side right there, the side here, the back, all of the back, all of this is painted. Obviously, all the spots are painted and stuff. The feet right here at the base of the foot right there, that's even painted. All of that's painted right here. So a lot of cool paint, a lot of really cool design-wise choices going on. The face, I love the face sculpt. I got to touch on that. Truthfully, because he's got this smirk, and it's the same smirk that they gave him in the artwork, the package artwork. I think that's super cool. One thing that he is missing, however, is the Maximal logo that goes right in the middle of his crest. I do understand why that's not there, because it's a pretty small area to put a Maximal logo. I would figure that would be extremely difficult to do. So now that we've got bot mode out of the way, or bot mode, I say bot mode because he's a transformer, but he doesn't transform. I'm just going to set him back off to the side back here, and I'm going to show you guys what he has in terms of accessories. So you have his gut gun. Now this is the point of where I start to feel a little, I wouldn't say disappointed, but I really got to question the accessory pack-ins for Cheetor and why there's not more of them. So you get the gut gun. Cheetor did have two guns. He did use both of them in the show. He had the gut gun here, and he had like a hip rifle that was made out of the cheetah's hips and the tail, and it kind of folded up and stuff, and that became a gun too. But this is the only gun that he has. I mean, this is his most recognizable weapon, I'll be honest. But it's not colored pink like it is, like it's not colored intestine color or anything else like it should be. It is just one solid gold, all solid gold paint, and then the whiter shade right here is paint, and then the spots are obviously paint. It is molded in this black plastic, which is a softer plastic. It's very much like the same pieces of his chest and his cheetah legs back there as well. So I don't know, again, hit or miss, I guess, kind of depending on your taste. But I do wish I wish the gun was a little bit wider, because I do remember the gun being a little bit wider than that. But now that we've talked about the gun, we also got to talk about the blast effects. Blast effects here are a solid shade of plastic. I'm not sure why they decided to go with this solid piece of plastic on it instead of, like, you know, the clear plastic that we have been getting. But as you can see, it does kind of make him very front heavy. He's balanced right now, but you can definitely tell, or at least I can tell, that all the weight is up front. And if there's even a little bit more, like say an ounce or two, he would topple forward. And I got a feeling that when I put this on and let go, he's probably going to want... No. Okay. So he is pretty well balanced, as you guys can see. But like I said, there's a lot of weight up front right here. So just be forewarned. So blast effects. And he comes with this really, really cool Energon crystal, man. I love this. This is my favorite accessory. I just think it's super, super cool. It's cast in the purple, softer purple plastic, and then painted gray and stuff like on the ground and everything, or like it would be sitting on the ground. I think this is super, super cool. It's a really cool nod to the show where they would have, you know, if they were around Energon for too long, they would. The Energon would start to overload their circuits, and then they would have the threat of going into stasis lock. So I think this is really cool. I will say that I feel like it is a missed opportunity for this to be a clear purple plastic instead of this solid purple plastic. But hey, it's molded out of the same plastic that the blast effects are molded out of. And you also get extra hands. So you get these, what I have called for the longest time now, you get your Kamehameha hands, right? And I guess these are supposed to be like, I don't know. I'm not too sure what these are supposed to be. Maybe gripping hands, or not. I mean, not even really. They're just open palm hands, but I'm not too sure why they chose the sculpt that they picked. Kind of weird to me. He does come packaged with his fist on already. I did swap over the hand on this side for his trigger hand. But yeah, so he does come in the package with two fists. This fist is on, and then that fist. And then he also comes with two sets of trigger finger hands. So, yeah. And to use the spare hands, very much like modern Marvel Legends, they just pop out. They do have that thinner peg right there. So I would be really, really careful when putting these in. But they do go in just fine. And that's it. It's just basically you pull it out and you push it in. Now, something I didn't touch on that I really should have during all the paint talk and stuff, detailing and everything. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like you guys can. They painted, let me just take the hand off. There we go. They painted the inside of this outer piece right here the same color blue as the rest of his body. I just think it's a really nice attention to detail. It's just something, like I said, they didn't have to do, but they did do, and I think it's really, really cool. So yeah, that's, I mean, shorter review than usual for me for a Transformers figure, I feel like, but it doesn't transform, so there's only the one mode to talk about, so you know what that means. That leads me into final thoughts. Alright guys, time for final thoughts. So I got Optimus Prime right here because I realized I didn't do a size comparison. Optimus Prime, Earthrise Prime, 7 inches tall. Cheetor here, the red line is a 6-inch scale. So there you go with that. That's how big he is. That's how big Cheetor is. So final thoughts on the guy. I know I didn't go over articulation too much. So you'll probably see me playing with all the articulation as I talk about final thoughts and everything. I think what he comes with, I think the accessories are super, super cool. All the extra hands, the Energon crystal, all of it. I think it's super nice. I think it's super cool. I love the coloring on the figure. I love the throwback to the old Beast Wars box art there on the box art. I think that's super cool. It's something that I feel like there's a lot of love and a lot of homage here on the figure. I will say, for me, the only downside to the figure is that it does feel like NECA plastic. That's my only complaint. It is made out of a softer plastic like NECA uses. That's not my favorite type of plastic. I know some people don't mind it. I know some people like it. So I guess as far as that goes, mileage may vary on that. And honestly, I love Cheetor. He's one of my favorite Beast Wars characters, so I kind of figured that this would end up in the collection anyway, or eventually, or somewhere down the road, right? Just like the Red RC that's coming out from Transformers Prime. But yeah, I can't really harp on it too bad, because it is a really nice figure, but I can't really sing its praises either because of the frozen joint here that I have to fix. But yeah, so I'll just leave it like this. Guys, if you like what you see here, go ahead and grab it. Just be forewarned about the shoulder. I will also say that this figure does not discourage me from getting more red figures. I know a lot of people with Wave 1 weren't very happy with the Prime and Megatron and stuff. But like I said, this does not discourage me from getting at least one or maybe two more, depending on what they put out, further on down the road. So as always, guys, stay safe. That's the most important thing. Love all you guys out there. See you next review, live stream, podcast, whatever it is, whenever we cross paths again. And as always, cut it out. Later, guys.